Hello, all greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. I wanted to come and say hello. Wish you a happy Valentine's Day. For Valentine's Day is a celebration of romantic love. Huh? It's a very and in heaven they're very happy that we spend this one day to celebrate love. But if you want romance and you don't have it, you have another 364 days until the next Valentine's Day to practice romance. Romance is open to love. Being open to love is every day, 24/7. To be open to all those things. So in a sense, it's a commercial holiday, like all we do. Right? It's for all the flower shops and the restaurants and the jewelry stores are really happy on Valentine's Day. But it's about also if you're in a romantic relationship, is to keep the romance alive, not just today, but throughout all times, to keep the excitement between the flow of dynamism and leave the wind of heaven between you. Do not try to control or possess but to let the flow of heaven regulate the relationship. I'm just speaking spontaneously about those things. I'm going to pull a few cards from the deck of Casanova, the Venetian deck. It's an erotical romantic deck, so that was appropriate. For the situation is nothing short of the Tower. It is all those things that are no longer part of what is wanted or needed that needs to be evacuated. So it's really about letting go of this whole process. For life will shake the tree, so all the old leaves and the bad fruits will fall down, and the tree will. So it's about accepting this healing, and then once we accept the healing, we're going to find the Chariot. We're going to be able to move forward professionally and psychically and in the world. What goes around the situation is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about soulmate, it's about connection, it's about joy, it's about finding old friends or lovers, new lovers. It's very much a card of about childhood, about this also, it encompasses many things, but it's a very, very positive and warm. It's a card about joy. What we see before us in our conscious mind is the power of the magician. It is Hermes, it is Mercury, it is the power of the mind, it is the power to create. We just have to ask the universe, and the universe will provide, as long as we do not put a doubt or in between. So it's about asking the universe and receiving. In the past, we've experienced some grief and sorrow, but we do not want to hold on to it. It is something that is past. Now we are moving in completion. Completion is really after the effort, the recomfort. It's about this most romantic situation. Be kind to yourself, be gentle, take your time with those new energies. What's coming in the near future, we're going to be able to move out of the box, to come out of the box. We're going to move into the Aquarian age, and the Aquarian age is about moving out of the box, but moving out, not just breaking the wall, but moving out of the wall. Out of the cage, out of those things that entrap us. The situation, who we are in this situation, we are providence. It is a card of change. It is the card of divine intervention. It is the divine synchronicity, divine timing. What's coming from us from the outside world is strength. It's a direct communication. All kinds of things are going to. There's so many things that is getting ready to come from the outside world. It's going to flood into our life. So be prepared, be ready. What is in our inner emotion, our hopes and fear, is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is really the sign of the cycle has ended. It's like leaving this stage to move on to the next level, next stage. And then from there we can see that we're moving slowly but surely. We're moving forward. It's a very constant forward motion. And the outcome is the Moon. It's about time to confront the fear, to refine our plan, to be attentive to our inner self, and also to cultivate this ability to rest, to relax, to take the time for ourselves in order to free ourselves from the old cycle. I hope this resonated with you, and that for the Moon is also a very romantic card. Mostly in a romantic reading, it is the card that dominates the world of romance, and the Moon controls the emotional world. It stands between the light of the sun and the matter of the earth, and there's the emotion in between. And so I wanted to say that when we are involved in the spiritual ascension path, or the spiritual way, we have to do act of faith, and those act of faith, every time we do a step towards the universe is making 100 steps towards us. When we move towards spirit in one step, spirit making 100 steps before our guides, and the higher beings have to come all the way down from their heavenly realm in order to communicate with us. But they're always there, they're always looking after us. We have powerful guides, we all have very powerful guides that that we'll reconnect with eventually in the fullness of our being. So when I say that everybody's got the same connection to God, no matter what they're doing, they all have this inner connection to God. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. But God is the God inside of each and every one of us, or even for God rules over infinity. It's not really everybody does whatever he wants down here. But he controls the whole. Yet we have this inner minister, and this inner minister will always respect the free will. Nobody is forced to do anything. If we engage in this communication, this submission to this inner guidance and presence, it has to come from our free will, the will to choose love over fear, to choose love, to choose inclusion over separation. And so this great God will never superimpose his will upon us unless we choose to align ourselves and to decide that that's what we want. For God is beyond any need, yet he will do what he will do. For God is free and can do anything he wants at any time, in any form, in any shape, he has no limit. And so we have to accept that life is infinitely perfect. It's not easy down here to realize it. As we get up there, we realize that everything's perfect. But because of time-space condition, evolutions can be a messy business. It takes a long time for civilization to acquire wisdom so they can live in peace and love and fraternity and advanced consciousness, advanced technology. All those things will come, but we have to pass through all kinds of things in order to eliminate all the old programming of war and violence and all those things. But in a sense, everything is completely, they couldn't be any more perfect. It's Lao Tzu, the master of wisdom, in the Tao Te Ching, that says infinite perfection is so perfect that it appears imperfect. And so we have to understand, sometimes we have to be patient enough to let things pass through in order to achieve that release. Also, when I say that personality is unique, it's a gift that is unique, and it's unqualified. All the energy flows through us, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, is all perceived through the personality. For God is the father of personality, is the first personality at the origin of creation. For if we can conceive the story that was told, is that when he created the first personality, the eternal Son, he became the father of the Son. So he became the first personality of the eternal Son, who's the infinite personality, the spiritual personality of the Father. For the deities' personalities do not resemble in any form of the human personality. Yet we have the power. We were created equal to the gods so that we could achieve through process of gradual ascension, this slowly but surely reconnection to our own divinity. And so for personality is just as unique as when snowflakes, and you can be on the mountains with a trillion and quadrillions of trillions of snowflakes, and if you look close, there is not two of them are alike. And it's the same thing with personality. For we only know the Earth, there's 7 billion beings here, all of them unique, but there are billions and trillions of inhabited worlds in our galaxy, and then there are billions of other galaxies that we do not know. And God has created all those personality, so He can contact us because we're personal. If God wasn't personal, we couldn't contact. We as personalities, we can only communicate with personal beings. We can also communicate with pre-personal beings, such as the I Am Presence or the fragments of deities, but we cannot connect with impersonal beings or super-personal beings. They're completely outside of our range of ability, perception at this point in our evolution. But yet the challenge is to let go of that ego personality in order to move into the realm of light, to dissolve all the judgment and critical mind, in order then our personality, we can never lose it. We'll find our soul personality, which will be able to fuse with the spirit personality of God as the I Am Presence. And so this personality is a gift, but it is a great mystery because it changes. It looks like it changes, but it does not really. For who we truly are inside, will always remain. This is really a gift that is eternal. And so I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's Day. So I come and make a quick message. This painting is a transition painting with it's a transition painting of an interior, and there's those two blue spirits. There is this great mystery in the universe. Is about an order of being that is revealed. It's called the inspired Trinity spirits. And everybody knows they exist, but we know the spirit, the higher realm in heaven. Everybody know they exist, but nobody see them, and nobody knows what they're doing. So it's very mysterious. There is only the solitary messengers that are able to detect the presence of inspired Trinity spirits. And so they're so invisible that I thought I placed them in my paintings, for they don't have such a form. I've never seen them in such a form, but I thought it was good to represent them, to say, hey, now you see it. It's just a spiritual humor. But it's a good painting, nevertheless. And this is a painting about the family of God, the 7 great families of spirit being, the company of heaven. We belong to this class of being. We are ascending sons and daughters of God. And I'm working right now. It may be close to finish, but I'm working on this section here. It's the Absonites, the transcendental beings. So where are those? They are very mysterious beings, for they do not have anything to do with time and space, and they do not exist in time and space. They're exclusively paradisical beings. When the gods decided to initiate the process of manifestation of time and space, like the super galaxies we live in, there happened on Paradise a mysterious happening that 1,000 orders of beings just eventuated. They were not created, and they are not creator. They just eventuated. They came into being. And they exclusively involve in the process of what will come out after time and space. They're like a future echo. For in Paradise, there is no time. So it's like a future echo of what they're mainly concerned with, what will happen once all of time and space will be settled and will move into transcendental realm. For they are children of the ultimate, as we are children of the supreme. They are children of the ultimate. And there are only 4 orders that is revealed. The first and senior order is the architects of the master universe. Then there is 2 orders of master force organizers, primary and secondary. Those are the beings that are sent into space to utilize the primal energy that God sent forth into the cosmos, to transmute this energy into they are those mysterious they are the creators of the galaxies. It takes trillions and trillions of years to fabricate a galaxy, but those beings are intemporal. And it's so hot at the beginning, no spirit could even come into those physical realities. But because their nature, they are capable of doing that. And once they achieve the stabilization of their galactic domains, they withdraw back into Paradise. It supervises from there. And then the power force organizers of the universe and come into take dominions of the domains, and then the kingdoms are being created, and so on, following the great spiral of creation. And then there is the transcendental recorders. Those are only 4 orders that are revealed, where they record everything that can happen in the cosmos that is relevant to ultimacy, to the pursuit of ultimacy, beyond the supreme, beyond the truth, the beauty, and the goodness that is time and space realization. And yet there is 996 other orders that are not revealed. So we'll be, I'm sure we'll be fascinated once we get there to communicate with those beings and to learn from them. And so I'm going to finish with a song and to read the last card. It's a song, I wanted to sing another song, but I couldn't find the words, so I sing this one. It goes like this. Close your eyes and I kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips I am missing, and I hope that my dream will come true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, all my loving, all my loving I will send to you. The song sings was Paul McCartney and John Lennon. The song. And so I'm going to put one more card to mix them well. It's really well mixed. That's good enough. So I'm going to pull a card to find shuffle them a little. I'm going to pull one more card. It is a card that already came out in this reading in terms of our inner emotion, our hopes and fears. The 10 of Michael. It is the card of when so all the greatest fear have been addressed, they're no longer there, and so we find ourselves like completely free to experience something new. And it says, it is finished, you are finally free. Happiness awaits you. Leave the past behind you. So do not let us try to move forward and not go backwards. Let us try to let go of the past, and so let's get ready for all that is coming. For there is so much newness that is coming for us in this new year, and so I wish you a wonderful day, wonderful Valentine's Day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Namaste.